I'm already down 2 loops in my belt. I'm fitting into my shirts, right? And this time, for stage, I want to let you know, I'm actually going to commit to it and stick to it this time. Because this Walt Bowl, I mean, and then it's straying off from my point, but this Walt Bowl has made so much more sense to me. I don't know why or what it is. You know, that's why you should never, ever miss big events. It's not like we've never heard from Juan Jaime, who was at our office a couple weeks ago. It's not like we never heard from June De La Cruz. He's spoken to our team 2 or 3 times. It's not that we haven't heard from Ling Li. We've heard from her several times. But there's, for some reason, this year, there was a mental shift in both Sophia and I, and we feel it, and we felt it, and we're super excited to get back and just bust it. Right? And number six, your coach is going to be your mentor. I think Juan Jaime did a great job at elaborating the difference. Coach and mentor. Now, a mentor is going to worry about your safety. I don't necessarily mean, like, you know, hold your hand while you cross the road, right? Or tell you to go left or right, but they're going to worry about your life safety. The biggest lessons, and you know, it's something I already did, but one of the biggest lessons that Eric taught Sophie and I is making sure that you're saving money consistently. We don't worry about bills. We don't worry about car payments. I don't worry about any of that. You know how much medical bills I've had to pay for my grandma the last few years? No sweat.
Awesome.
Right? I mean, that's one of the biggest and most important life skills that he taught me. Right? And that's just one of many, many things. That's how you know he's not just a business coach, he's a mentor too, because this is advisements for things that are outside of business that are going to be lifelong.
Yeah.
This is a skill that I'm going to take with me when I have kids, all right, whenever that happens, next 2 or 3 years, right, if we're lucky. We're not on my clock, we're on Sophia's, she's almost 30. 30 years young, I mean. 30 years young. She's about to throw my camera at me. It's okay. But anyways. But a mentor, most importantly, is designed to train your mental toughness. 100%. If there's anything that you expect out of a good coach, it's their ability to train your mental toughness. Right? How much time do we got left? 4 minutes? Holy crap. Okay, so, alright, I'm gonna just speed through this then. Alright, so, as far as training mental toughness, there's few people in the world that can do it as well as Eric. I was a few months in the business, I was an MD. I think we already, you know, I had maybe 40 or 50 people on my team, and, you know, we were going and blowing, we're doing pretty well, right? Considering it was our first year, we're doing alright. But I was so quiet and still really shy and couldn't get out of my comfort zone. And I always had that excuse of me being an introvert to fall back on. It was terrible, right? It's like a same old sob story every single day, and I knew it, right? I didn't know it until he told me, but I knew it in a way, right? So he comes over in his Ferrari, right? And we're talking outside of my house, and we're talking for, I don't know how long, it was a long time. Right? I was kind of leaning over onto his car, and like by the time I got back up, I felt like I needed a back brace. I mean, it was a long time. But he just basically said this to me, right? He's like, look, how much longer are you gonna hold on to an excuse keeping you small? You're either gonna get better, accept that things need to change, or just quit. And he just drove off. Think about that. Talk about laying it on the line, no BS, get your ass to work, right? Stop making excuses, get mentally tough, figure your stuff out, and get to work, right? All right, so I have 2 minutes to go over alignment. All right, so alignment's pretty simple. You follow the same ideology and the mindset of your leader. If you're aligned with your teammates, with your leaders' ideologies, you're aligned with their mindset, you're aligned to their system, you're going to create a culture of continued success. Right? How many of you guys know Tupac? Yeah? How many of you guys know Snoop Dogg?
Yes.
Yeah? Exhibit?
Yes.
The DOC?
Yes.
50 Cent?
Yes.
The Game?
Yes.
Eminem?
Yes.
Hell yeah, right? Kendrick Lamar?
Yes.
you know they're all produced by the same guy, right?
Yep.
Hey, why is there a culture of continued success? Because they follow the same system, they follow the same mindset, they follow exactly what was given to them by their coach. I guarantee you these 6 things, because coming up in music, right, we have it easy, right? Coming up in music is probably the hardest thing to do in the world. We have it easy. We talk to some people, recruit some people, help them out with some insurance, help them teach them how to save some money, and boom, you're a millionaire, right? As far as it's simple, I guess, maybe not easy, okay? Great coaches, right, with a lot of great coaches attached with coachable players equals continued success and massive amounts of success. Think about some of the greatest coaching partner duos in sports and overall in the world, right? When I say the name Tom Brady, what comes to mind? Bill Belichick, right? When I say the name Derek Jeter, who comes to mind? Joe Torre. When I say the name Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan, right? You think of Phil Jackson. You think of, when I say Tim Duncan, you think of Greg Popovich, right? When I say Kanye, you think of Jay-Z, right? One of my favorite artists is Eminem. And Dr. Dre, I mean, continued success, right? Now what about WFG? What do you think of when we say Steve Holbrook? What do you think of? Reality show, right? One of the biggest builders in actually the biggest builder in all of Canada, and one of the biggest builders WFG's ever seen. When you think of Jamie Villalobos, we think of John Shin, right? We think of Jeff Levitan, we think of Greg Kapp, we think of Ed Milet, we think of Rich Thali, think of Guillermo, we think of Ed Milet, think of Eric Jamalita, we got Anthony G. Milet. Hey, the biggest partnership that WFG has seen yet hasn't matured yet. One of these days, at a convention, at another Wealth Bowl, one of these days at an event, they're going to recognize that Wisely and Sophia and Eric Jamalita is going to be one of the greatest coach-partner mentorships ever seen. I don't know what it is about this event. The WFG better watch out because they've awoken a sleeping giant. Like I said, 2017 was a down year for us. A lot of disappointments, a lot of ups and downs, but we continue to fight the good fight, and it's our time. 2018 is going to be our year. We're going to have 100 people showing up in the base shop. We're going to walk out a $250,000 ring and E&B before convention. We're going to put ourselves in a position to be CEO by the end of the next year. Hey, why the hell not? Mario Bayona can be the youngest EVC in company history at 28. I'm 25. Let's go kick his ass. And it all starts with being coachable, being aligned, follow the WFG vision, which is no family left behind. Follow Genesis alignment, which believes in 3 things. I don't know if you know this about Eric, but he believes in mental toughness. I don't know if you know about Eric, he believes in work ethic. He believes in people skills. Those are 3 things he talks about every day, every single day, and probably will be until the day he's gone. We have a lot to fight for. We're a team of destiny. We're going to continue to win. People are going to try to stop us. They're going to wonder what we're doing. They're just going to like, man, what is it about the Genesis empire that continues to dominate year after year, get bigger year after year? Well, it's because we're going to be the most coachable, most aligned people this company's ever seen, and that's why we're going to be the biggest. Thank you.